I hope I'll tackle everything in one go and not to miss any points on this video. But hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kenny, and in today's video I'll be explaining to you guys the whole Chanel debacle that's been causing everyone, including their cats and dogs, upset, but still they buy Chanel bags. Okay, so basically I'll be covering an umbrella of issues or news about Chanel, and basically the top of it is Chanel is being the new Hermes. So I hope this is so interesting to you, so please continue watching the video. And yeah, just want to invite you guys to subscribe to the channel and like the video. It helps me a lot to continue pushing these kind of videos. So yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so first off, Chanel becoming the new Hermes. The limit doesn't exist. Chanel is a different wavelength, or a category or a fashion brand to Hermes. I feel like Chanel has that younger essence, whereas Hermes is kind of a matured brand. What we have seen from the past months or years, Chanel has been increasing their prices back to back at a faster rate than any fashion brands. So what is Chanel doing? So at the moment we can see that Chanel is trying to replicate a business model of Hermes. So you guys, this is just my opinion, okay? Don't come after me, Hermes. This is not a shady video. I'm just analyzing overall, Chanel included. So I feel like Chanel is trying to replicate the business model or strategy that Hermes is implementing, which actually works a lot. Hermes is such on a different level with regards to Chanel. So I think they're playing on the law of supply and demand. So if there's so many Hermes, Birkins and Kellys, of course the demand for it will go down. So that's the supply and demand. They're indirectly proportional. So I think that's what Hermes is banking on, which is working for the brand, and they have solidified their status as a fashion brand and as a business. So I think Chanel is actually catching on in this, and strategizing the brand and as a business as well. So Chanel at the moment, I think there's a pending price increase again, so take that as you will. At some point, Chanel prices have been really high. Pre-COVID, there are price increases, but not as much. But I think they're still affordable, in my opinion. But even then, it's still expensive to me. But then, come COVID, they started hiking up the prices. I think just to keep up with inflation. But Hermes bags, their prices are just high up there. So I think this is what Chanel is trying to reach, a certain level of price where it's beyond reach of a lot of people. And that's the essence of luxury. It's not what everyone can afford. And because in my opinion, if everyone can afford it, it defeats the purpose of being luxury. In terms of fashion and these kind of fashion brands, not general luxury. But yeah, I think that's how I see that. If there's so many Chanel bags, affordable Chanel bags, it loses its value. So at the moment, it's actually working. All the back-to-back price increases from Chanel are hiking up all the prices all across the board. Brand new and pre-loved market, the vintage market, has also followed suit, and which is good, like at least for me, because I've got quite a few Chanel bags. I'm happy that I have it. Okay, let's move on to the quota system that Chanel is trying to push. I'm not sure how true this is yet. So basically, if you don't know, like in Hermes, there's like a quota system that you have to reach a certain amount of purchases for you to be offered a bag or things like that, which is not for me. And I think Chanel is also trying to replicate this. Um, but at the moment, the news that are coming out is that you can only get like 2 classic bags in Chanel, like a classic flap or a mini and all the classic lines. So yeah, obviously, if there's a quota system, there'd be like a higher demand for these bags, the classic bags, like the Chanel minis, the classic flaps, and things like that. So obviously, this is what Hermes has been doing for the longest time and actually worked. And Chanel felt like, let's also do this, as it also will increase the demand for our bags and, you know, will be good for the business. So yeah. Yeah, so also another like news is that Chanel is putting out a standalone store for their VIP customers. And this is so clever to me because I think they're trying to like go ahead of Hermes, like treating their customers VIP style and not just like one of their VIP rooms in their Chanel stores. But I wish the attitude of the Chanel essays improves as well. And this customer service, like there's always so much complaints about customer service in Chanel. I wish if they'll be putting out a VIP store, so yeah, I feel like they should up their game in terms of customer service and treating people well. And that's just the tea for me for that. Yeah. Right. Price increases. What do I think about this? Price increases. Obviously, at some point I've been like complaining about it, even though I'm not like a client. But you know, at some stage it's like kind of like disrespectful, especially during COVID. Like people are struggling to make ends meet. They couldn't work, but this is not a need. Like luxury is not a need. So I like thinking about it now, I shouldn't actually be complaining because if you don't want to buy it, then I should not be complaining, right? Like that's just the tea. I think also it's also something to do about the inflation and you know the value of the money that we have right now is decreasing, depreciating, and just to keep up with that, they feel like let's put the price up even more. As if that's reasonable, right? Another issue that I've read from the Purse Bop, and it's such an interesting article. I hope you read that, but I'll link the article on info box below, okay? Along the lines of like buy Chanel bags to beat like inflation, which gained so much negative and like positive comments. But I received that super well, positively, because I've got bags and I invest in bags financially and also as a lifestyle. Buying Chanel bags to beat the inflation, to some could be like a stupid idea, but there was actually a financial article that proved this. Chanel even beat Hermes from the past year over the returns of their sales. So there's something to be had really with these kind of bags, especially bags that retain the value, like the classic flaps, the Hermes Birkins and Kellys, and some rare pieces that fetch so much money. Also, you know, the pre-love market um, is has a plethora of products, and also not paying retail price, which is what I have been banking on from the past years or so that I've started collecting bags. Just like it's so funny because few years back I always tell you guys that, you know, these bags should not be treated as like stocks or shares or cryptos. But like at the moment, like stocks and shares are so down, like they're also volatile. But then again, you can't really compare it with bags because this is a tangible item. It can be there's a big chance that it's gonna get worn and torn, but also they retain the value, and they don't the prices of these bags don't roll back. But there's just something about that. I think it's just like don't put your eggs in one basket. Like spread it around, and not just bags or not just all on stocks. Not to say that you invest in bags as a financial investment, but it's just like it's so good to know like you can actually like people are thinking about these bags as a financial kind of investment. Like as per that article, they actually said like buy a Chanel bag to beat inflation, which is mind blowing to me. And yeah, like, you know, I can still enjoy my Chanel bags and also think that they're also financial investments, which is like a win-win for me. Yeah, like any financial investment, you have to mitigate the risk. As I've mentioned, don't put all your money in one basket, spread it around. Real estate, stocks or shares, bags maybe. um, yeah, like just as a parting word, like you must buy a bag is if it speaks to you, if it sparks joy. Um, don't buy it because this is gonna go up in price. Because to me, a sound good investment for bags is when you're able to actually use it and enjoy it. Plus, it's just an extra that you might gain from it if you decide to sell it. It's just like an analysis to me of what I think Chanel is trying to be like, and how it's going to be in the future. Obviously, the prices will just keep going up. I just wish that Chanel will also like focus on craftsmanship. There's so much um, drawbacks, complaints from people. Like the other day, I just saw a lady post about the Chanel Deauville. She actually stuffed the bag, like put a laptop in it, and the grommets starting to fray. I mean, for basically almost $5,000 to $6,000 bag, yes, she actually felt so guilty, like it's actually my fault because I overstuffed the bag. But then again, for a $5,000 bag, it's just not it. You get what I'm saying? Like, a Marc Jacobs bag would probably do better than that. Just saying. I hope they focus on that area. If they wanted to be like Hermes or more than like Hermes, they have to step it up. This is just not gonna cut it. Um, yes, it's actually working right now, but if there are so much issues with quality, this is not gonna work in the end. Yeah, that's just the tea. Um, Let me talk to Virginie, give her a call. For us who have collected like Chanel bags or designer bags, I, I'm happy, actually happy that my bags or my investments are going up in value. And yeah, like I just posted a video the other day, and a friend of mine commented my bag of the day. That's her name. Hi, babe. She said, "This is my principle in Chanel. Do not sell Chanel bags." That's plain and simple because now, come to think of it, all the Chanel bags that I've sold, I've regretted. It added salt to the wound that, you know, the prices are so high right now, and I could not rebuy them for that price anymore, sadly. So if you are eyeing a Chanel bag at the moment, if you've got the money and you can still like live a day or two, buy it now. Now is the perfect time to buy, and it's just the tea. That's the drama. That's all for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please don't forget to subscribe and to like the video. Comment down below, it helps this video out do well with the algorithm. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, keep safe, you guys. I'll see you guys in my next one.